Natural disaster is something of which you cannot fight, but you can only be prepared. For any country, it is something which is really worse to face, but sometimes you have to be very careful in that because it ends in a result of destruction. So when you see the spell of monsoon of this year 2026 July, we have been considering many areas of Pakistan which are right now facing the flash flood situations and waterlogging everywhere. So you can see that many areas in Punjab, many areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan, and many other areas of Pakistan are affected due to that. And not only Pakistan, when you see all over in Asia, the monsoon spell is really becoming worse. Because of course, as if we talk about the previous year 2025 and specifically considering Pakistan, Pakistan has already faced a lot of issues because of water. And when it's the flood situation, when it's the flash floods and it's the waterlogging after the heavy rainfall, so you can see that the areas of Punjab, there were so many specific cities that were affected. Karachi was affected due to that. Not the flood, but of course the waterlogging. That was the main issue due to which the transport was stopped, and there were so many issues going on according to the transportation, and on the other side the livelihoods were affected. And same how this year 2026 is bringing the same threats but even worse as earlier. And looking forward, like what is going on in Asia, when we talk about China is also facing the same issues, even worse than Pakistan, because China has, I was just checking out that there were more than 8 lakh people who were evacuated. And on the other side, when you see the wildlife that was affected as well, there were snakes, 800 to 900 snakes coming out, because of course when the water flows you cannot stop it at any side. Many animals died in the zoo. And on the other side, when you see India, Bangladesh, and South Korea, Vietnam, all these countries are facing the same issues which any country can face after these situations, after this torrential rainfall. And on the other side, how you can prevent of this, because Pakistan has to be very careful, because we know that agriculture is very important, transportation is very important, our livelihoods are very important, and of course the flood situations actually result in the worst situation for the habitats as well. So what are the precautions? We all know about that. We have to be very careful. We cannot go out unnecessarily. And on the other side, government should be very careful in that case, because government should give the proper alerts whenever there is the situation of weather, the climate change, or any other thing which is alarming. We have to be very careful. Specifically, we of course in the holidays we usually plan to go to the northern area, so we have to be very careful about the landsliding as well, because this situation, this spell is damaging so many areas, and the northern areas gets affected too. So we have to be very careful about that, like how we go outside. If there is not something important, we should stay at homes. And on the other side, the most important thing which government can do, the embankments should be it's very important to build those, because you have to be very careful whenever there is the flood situation. And of course now this is not an issue. We have been facing this issue like for years, and specifically considering the last year and this year 2026, we feel ourselves that this is something we are actually used to now. But it is like, always different and always worse than earlier. So we have to be very prepared, because the preparedness is very important in that case, and cautions are very important in that case. So we have to be very careful. Once again, I'm saying that, and the government should take the proper actions on this. Already government is doing an amazing job. Like we can see less waterlogging here this time. The lower lying areas are also affected, but still the water at least go away. Right now the roads are clear, but still we have to be very careful because of a few areas that are usually affected. And of course the areas near the rivers are very affected and very sensitive, very vulnerable. So this time we have to be very careful, because we cannot face the same issues as they were happened in 2025. But again, it's out of our hands, because it is a natural disaster. We cannot stop it, but we can prepare ourselves and we can be ready for this.